Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a comparison between two exciting Layer 1 blockchains, Sui and Monad. If you've been keeping an eye on the crypto space, you know that Sui has had quite a roller coaster journey. Back in 2023, it was nearly impossible to find anyone talking about it. Interest was low, adoption was minimal, and overall sentiment was, let's say, lukewarm at best. I personally got in early, sold some of my holdings cheaply, and later rebought at 74 cents. Looking back, that was still a very solid entry point. Even today, Sui remains one of my top convictions for long-term growth because of its potential for mass adoption and the innovative ecosystem it continues to build. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research before making any decision. Now, let's talk about Monad. This is a newer, ambitious Layer 1 blockchain that promises incredible scalability, sub-second finality, and cutting-edge technological features. Monad is positioning itself to compete with Sui in terms of speed, efficiency, and developer friendliness. Unlike older chains such as Sonic, which started primarily for trading and DEXs and is now pivoting toward real-world assets, Monad is attracting a growing number of developers right from its testnet. That's a key factor for ecosystem growth. One of Monad's biggest advantages is how easy it is for developers to start building. There's no need to migrate code from other chains. This opens the door for a wider talent pool and faster adoption of its ecosystem. Let's take a look at market capitalization. Sui is currently sitting in the $5 or $7 billion range. Monad, by contrast, is much smaller at around $349 million. Interestingly, that's somewhat similar to Sui's early-stage market cap, though the tokenomics are very different. Monad's trading volume is already higher than its market cap, which is unusual. A word of caution. Monad has a very large total token supply of 100 billion tokens, giving it a fully diluted valuation of $3 billion. That means investors need to be mindful of potential dilution over time, especially if a large portion of tokens are unlocked or sold. When we compare launch strategies, Sui and Monad took slightly different approaches. Sui launched with a $2 billion valuation, while Monad started at $3 billion, and both had strong backing from venture capitalists, so financial support is solid for both projects. Monad's launch, however, had a unique twist. It went through Coinbase Launchpad, which included a lockup period and penalties for early selling. This design helps reduce immediate sell pressure and creates a more stable early market, something that hasn't really been tested at this scale before. Token distribution is another important point. Sui allocated roughly 50% of tokens to community reserves and held a small public sale. This meant that many tokens were concentrated in the hands of insiders, which created some inflationary pressure over time. Monad took a different route. Its public sale was 12 times larger than Sui's with over 85,000 participants. That's a huge retail participation at launch. However, 46% of Monad's tokens are still held by the team and investors. While this raises some centralization concerns, the broader public distribution is a strong step toward wider adoption. It's a trade-off between ecosystem growth and control by insiders, and it's something every investor needs to consider carefully. Performance is another area where these chains differ significantly. Sui started at 18 transactions per second, TPS, at launch and improved gradually. Monad's testnet is already achieving 10,000 TPS with 800 millisecond finality. That's a massive leap in performance, and it could attract developers looking for speed and EVM compatibility. But remember, these numbers alone don't tell the whole story. Real-world adoption, ecosystem integration, and developer engagement are what truly determine a blockchain's long-term success. Hype and oversubscription can make numbers look impressive on paper, but the test will always be how the network performs under real usage conditions. Ultimately, this isn't about declaring a winner. Sui is an established Layer 1 blockchain with proven long-term growth and ecosystem resilience. Monad is a newborn project with strong technical specs and impressive early public participation, but its high insider allocations could affect decentralization and long-term governance. For anyone building or investing in crypto, the key lesson here is tokenomics matter. You can optimize a project for ecosystem-wide distribution or insider control, but achieving both at the same time is rare. Understanding these trade-offs is critical. In conclusion, both Sui and Monad offer unique opportunities. Sui remains a strong long-term hold in my portfolio thanks to its established network and growing ecosystem. Monad, on the other hand, is an intriguing early-stage entry for those willing to take on more risk, especially if you're looking at high-performance technology and broad community engagement. The most important takeaway is this: always pay attention to launch mechanisms, token distribution, network performance, and developer adoption before making any decisions. These factors will guide you to smarter, more informed moves in the ever-changing crypto landscape. Thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe for more daily crypto insights. Catch you in the next one. Stay crypto smart.